One thing I noticed in Cobra Kai Season 3 during the finale is when Robbie was seen wearing Cobra Kai's gi, training in the back with Kreese. Johnny's face was hurt with regret and sadness as he saw his son in the hands of such a manipulative being. The scene progressed with Johnny kicking Kreese's ass and then trying to talk Robbie out of his stupid decision to join the most evil man in his life, telling him that he can't be trusted. The music during this scene felt very operatic and reminded me a lot of Anakin versus Obi-Wan. To me, it was like Anakin's dark deeds. Anakin here is Robbie, Johnny is like Obi-Wan, and Kreese is the Emperor. And yes, that makes Miyagi Yoda. Robbie tries to defeat his father, his family, like Anakin tried to kill Obi-Wan, blaming him for all of his problems, telling him that Kreese said he can't be his own worst enemy, but Johnny can be. This just shows even more that Robbie is almost looking for a reason to hate his dad as much as he can, as a means of fueling his strength and resolve in Cobra Kai. This is much like Anakin, who in the end completely turned on those that he once cared for and loved, all in the name of achieving the power to save Padme. Now, Robbie's Padme in this scenario, we could say is Sam, but I don't think so. He's using all of the pure hatred and pain that he has in his heart from the betrayal of Sam, his father, and Daniel to fuel him further into his own power, to push him under the marionette strings of Kreese. Now, in Robbie's case, he has been seduced by the Emperor. Kreese has manipulated him in his time of abandonment and feeling alone, when his father let him down and Daniel turned him in, who was merely having his best interest in mind, but at the end of the day, in Robbie's eyes, he betrayed him. He turned against him. The only one who promises him power is Kreese. Remember, Kreese's teachings were what saved Robbie in Juvie. He told him that Miyagi mumbo jumbo might work in a tournament, but now he's in the real world, and sometimes he'll have to strike first. It's this lesson, this very first lesson, that Kreese teaches Robbie, where he actually uses it and prevails, unlike the teachings from his father and Daniel, which left him beaten and bleeding and abandoned. He attacks the bullies in the jail and changes the outcome. Once Robbie sees Johnny fighting Kreese, he attacks him from behind and defends his new master. This reminded me of Anakin and Obi-Wan on Mustafar on the levitating pods. As Obi-Wan said, Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine is evil, and Anakin said, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Robbie's perception is completely skewed at this point, and he fully believes that his dad and Daniel are the villains. He has had his mind partially twisted by the devil himself, John Kreese. And I say partially because Johnny was a pretty terrible father to him all of his life, and Daniel is responsible for his life turning out the way it did. At this point, he's gonna need to be redeemed at the end. And I think the only way that this is possible, the only way this could happen, is when Johnny's life is in critical danger. I really don't think Robbie would stand by and watch his dad be killed by Kreese. It would take something extremely dire and in the moment for him to turn back to the light. I think what's going to happen is we'll get a reversal of Return of the Jedi, where we see Johnny dying, maybe getting absolutely beat to death by Silver or Kreese, or maybe even Mike Barnes, and in his last moments, Robbie could blindside the two and save his father, or perhaps save both Daniel and Johnny. Wouldn't that be the most epic battle? Johnny and Daniel teaming up to fight Silver and Kreese? You have to realize everyone turned on Robbie. He had nobody left. Sam, Daniel, his dad, and Miguel made his life hell. Now I know Robbie is to blame for that, but the way he sees things was that he was defending himself, as Kreese manipulatively tells him. Until this moment happens where Robbie is forced to turn on Kreese for his love for his father, he will continue to wreak havoc on the galaxy of Karate Kid. He will be the perfect student that Kreese always wanted. We saw flashbacks with Johnny as a boy, and he was much more compassionate and weak, as Kreese would call it, or any person would cite just being a human being. Robbie is cold, callous, and calculating. He's numb. The only thing to bring him out of this state is his love for his father. I don't think Sam or Daniel could bring this out of him. I don't think the attachment or emotion is strong enough. I think their betrayal only fuels his anger, but he will always hold that soft spot for his father. And for this reason, Robbie will be an absolute machine by the time Season 4's tournament rolls around, considering he's still, the bad guy. He will crush everyone in his path and bring Cobra Kai back on top with the help of Terry Silver and John Kreese. He will be the Mike Barnes that they always wanted over 30 years ago. Let me know what you think will happen to Robbie in Season 4. Stay tuned for my Season 4 predictions and theories. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so now. I will see you all in the next episode of Cobra Kai Theory. Thank you for watching, and until then, remember, pain does not exist in this dojo, does it?